Good evening, Philadelphia Eagles fans. Good evening, NFL fans, to week 11 from here in my house. Yes, normally I'm either on North Broad Street, some wacky hour, or at the Link. But this week has been one of the craziest weeks I've had in a long time. Long work hours, things breaking like you wouldn't believe. Even my boiler just went, and I actually repaired the whole stinking thing. Ugh. The cool thing is, A, I'm still going to put a video out before this game starts. And then now I get to tune everything out and focus on my Birds playing Super Bowl 52 rematch against the New England Patriots. I'm hyped. I'm actually pretty stinking hyped. I was going through this whole mental swing, and I'll just share it with you, whatever. Just deal with it. And I'm coming out optimistic. I like that. Because we're kind of like in a spot where our backs are against the wall. Some things, everything doesn't look perfect. Actually, things look kind of bad in some aspects. Alshon Jeffrey is not playing. D-Jack is not playing. Darren Sproles is not playing. And we got these people that are not playing. And I still feel optimistic. It's weird. Because it'd be so easy to talk about all these other things. I don't want to. You know what I want to do? I want to talk about why my Eagles are going to win. I'm also going to talk about, I want to talk about why our fans should absolutely be giving Tom Brady crap from the start of when he comes out of that tunnel, even when he's practicing, is doing his warm-ups. I hope there's people inside the stadium giving him crap then, because I felt this change in balance in myself from either having an older type of mentality or having a caution to the wind, younger type mentality. I was torn between the two. Like, you know, you don't want to give them extra fuel for the fire. You know, you don't want to be talking about Super Bowl 52. It might make them angry and stuff like that. And there's another part of me that's like, what? This is Philly. Like, we've waited so long to have a Super Bowl trophy, and now that we got one, we're not supposed to talk about it to the team that we actually beat to get it, the best team, the best NFL team ever? Is that really the Philly way? Now, we don't have to be jerks about it per se, like, for the most part, but, yeah, you know, yeah, I think everybody should show up in their Super Bowl 52 stuff. I think we should talk about how the fumble, Brandon Graham, I think we should play that on the Jumbotron. I think 41-33 should come up in the stands all the time. You know, yeah, we had our day in the sun. And you know, we should think about that, and it should be a happy day. And then we need to get to some football. We need to get some football. And we need to get to some urgent football, because the Patriots annually have a Super Bowl caliber type team for many reasons. A, they have a solid draft, like people like Sony Michel and stuff. And, you know, Tom Brady too, but 6th round. They have solid drafting, but they also have the ability to pick up these veterans and get them to produce. Like, Mohamed Sanu was a great pickup. He wasn't this huge splash, but this is a guy that they took from Atlanta, probably near the ending of his career, but the guy wants to win, and he ain't going to win being on Atlanta. He's probably like, I won a Super Bowl trophy, and remember that team that came back on us when we were 28-3? Yeah, I want to give it a shot with that team. I can run my routes, I can keep my mouth shut, and I can just win. So that guy's going to be a pain. You got Edelman that's always just, he's like 5'10", 198 pounds, and the guy just, he just produces. And then you got their trio of running backs. You know, they got James White that gets through all the tackles. They got Sony Michel, and they got Burkhead, which those guys just run. And then you got Tom Brady back there. You got Tom Brady that is just the general of the field. He knows what reads to make. He knows where to throw the ball, and he just trusts his wide receivers, his tight ends. Now, he doesn't have Gronk, right? But he trusts his guys to make the right plays. So how do you beat a guy like this? How do you beat a team like this? You got Bill Belichick back there. This mastermind, A, defense. taking guys like Patrick Chung that we got rid of after taking from them. It's like, nah, we'll take him back and win Super Bowls with him. Like, whoa, really? Okay. That makes us feel weird. How do you beat a team like that? Well, the cool thing is, there's two different ways. And we've seen one recently where Baltimore just played them, and then we've done it in Super Bowl 52. Basically, you got to play your game. We got to play our game. Like in Super Bowl 52 and their game against the Ravens, they had a strategy. They were like, look, we're going to play this way all the way, and that's the only way. You can't play the Patriot way. Because you start playing their game and start trying to play conservative, you get up a little bit, then you start holding back the reins. Like our fans, we need to go, just all out no matter what and like hold nothing back and don't try to be like, oh, well, we don't want to. No, like you got to come out Brady. Yeah, I know what his percentage is against the blitz. I don't care. I don't care. You got to run the football. Now we just signed Jay Ajayi. Like it's almost like this last week we tried to sign the Super Bowl team back. I mean, we called Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith's like, nah, I'm gonna stay retired. I think his wife's from Plymouth Meeting. Yeah, whatever. Maybe he's up the street. Torrey Smith, if you hear this, just come down to the stadium. Maybe in your old jersey and some pads. We might need you in the middle of the game. We can sign you right before the game. I'm just saying. We did sign back Jordan Matthews. He wasn't on the Super Bowl team, but he is. This is his third stint with the Eagles. And we don't have D-Jack. We don't have Alshon. We don't. So what are you going to do, sit there and cry about it? No. This is exactly what we got to do. We got to get extremely creative. Like the RPO and all that stuff. It's got to be believable. Wentz, you got to hold on to the ball a couple times and run it to make it believable. And you got to freeze those linebackers, and it's got to be a big game for our tight ends. And then guess what? You have to chuck the ball deep. Nelson Aguilar, sure, whatever. Like run some jet sweeps with Nelson Aguilar. You got to have two backs in the backfield. Howard might be a little banged up, so it might be Sanders and Ajayi. I don't care who's back there. You got to find a way. We got to find a way to run the ball. I said the reason why they run the ball is because we're going to hold on to the ball and make sure Brady stays on the bench. Because historically, yeah, does he light up Jim Schwartz? But Jim Schwartz has to go from a difference between zone, which Brady torches, and man-to-man. Because we have Darby and Mills back, with Maddox being in the slot, the nickel. So we got the people, hey, mix it up, go man. It's weird, no music this week, because I can't be just yelling like in my basement. Maybe I can, who knows. But I already alluded to this before. This is the game. Carson Wentz wants to prove that he can do it. That's good. Jay Ajayi wants to prove that he's still got something left in the tank. Jason Peters is coming back, that he's still got something left in the tank. And that we are creative enough, we're hungry enough to not just settle on what we did in Super Bowl 52. We can remind Brady what happened then, because right now he'd be sitting with 7 rings if it wasn't for that fateful day where our Birds beat them in Minnesota. But now, both teams coming off a bye week, we have something to play for. We want to stay tied, at least tied for first place. We want to hope Dallas loses again. And we want to make our mark beating one of the best dynasties football's ever seen. We want to give them everything they can handle when they come here to Philadelphia. So that's it. I appreciate anybody that's come in. I know this is late. Hey, just got to deal with what we got to deal with. I'm looking forward to the game. Starts at 4:25 tomorrow. I'm pretty much just going to finish this video, go to sleep, maybe get some church on. We'll see. Epic! Whoop whoop! And get ready for some football. Get sleep, Eagles fans. It's time to get loud at the lake tomorrow. And beat the New England Patriots! That's what I'm talking about! Go Birds!